making a tortilla soup, tomatoes and peppers that have seeds in them. And if you have any questions in particular, I mean, let me know if you just need to get out of here.
Soup package, does it come with the dry blade and the liquid blade?
If you wanted to, it does. We sell them separately though. So the $4.99, you have your choice of these colors, the 64-ounce container, the lid, the tamper, great big cookbook, DVD, a 7-year warranty. We sell a new container here. It's our 48-ounce mini container. It's a low profile, goes under the cabinet. And we also have the dry container available too, which you use for grinding grains into flour, kneading dough, grinding coffee, herbs and spices. Both of those containers are around 100. They're 99 a pound. Yes, sir. The dry container comes with a whole grains cookbook too. So we'll put in some onion and we'll add some carrots. I mean, we want to be eating more vegetables. You know? Vitamix is a great way to do that, especially when you're making soup with it. We have some celery as well. And the celery is going to be a really nice spoon. A spoon for what? Well, a spoon for this better than bouillon that Costco sells. And this is nice stuff. They have it behind me in the spice aisle. So instead of using a bouillon cube, you can use this. And you don't have to clean your spoon. You can eat your spoon in the Vitamix. And wooden spoons too, they add a lot of extra fiber. Not the wooden spoons. Alright, so we have a very nice spice blend we sell. And this is our Southwest blend. And it's a mix of cumin and paprika and cilantro and chili. We recommend that you pick it up if you want to make the soup taste just like what we're doing here. There's also a Thai curry and an Italian blend. They're very nice. I've taken a liking recently to adding a couple of these tortilla chips right now. I find that they get blended in and liquefied. And it's sort of like adding a corn flour to it. It thickens it right up. Now for this demonstration here, I'm going to be cheating and using this hot water, but I just want to make sure that we're clear on this. If you use cold water, it'll take 5 minutes for it to get steaming hot and 10 minutes for it to boil. Here, let me pass it to you. Here you are, of course. So indeed, the Vitamix will heat with friction. So again, 5 minutes it'll be steaming hot, but you can use warm water like we're doing here. So we have some presets, and we're going to use the smoothie preset to make this soup. Well, hold on, I mean, there's a preset for hot soup. Why not use that? Well, you'd reserve that for when you're using cold water, because it runs 6 minutes, during which time you walk away from it, you got laundry to put in the dryer, you do what it is that you do, you come back and it's done. So I think of making a soup in the Vitamix in 2 steps. First, we're making our puree, and that's step 1, and step 2 will be to add ingredients for texture, and that's what we're about to do. Because indeed, the Vitamix will make the best puree you could possibly want, but you don't have to have a puree. In fact, you can have a nice chunky soup, which we're gonna make for you. So folks, they use Vitamixes at Jamba Juice and Orange Julius and Emerald City Smoothie, Juice It Up and Olive Garden and Applebee's, and I think that's pretty telling. I mean, Jamba Juice can use any blender they want. They use Vitamixes. They're made in America too. And they've been making them since 1937. So what do those things tell you? All right, and when you look at Consumer Magazine, it's the #1 rated blender year after year. You'll notice that it just shut itself off. That's because we're using our new Vitamix with the pre-programmed settings. So
the other models don't have the presets, is that right?
Our older model, the 5200, that's all manual. So there's no pulse. Our new one will be able to pulse too, and there's no presets. This one has a different motor too, better motor. And I can show you that pulse right now. Sometimes I like to drop in a couple tomatoes, and I suggest that if you have any leftover chicken in the fridge, put it in now, and you can pulse it a couple times. It'll work for a tomato too, of course, just to chop it up and give you some quick chunks. And now we'll put in some black beans. And indeed, this is a time for you to open that fridge and look around. You got cooked chicken, cooked rice, cooked beef, baked potatoes. I mean, you put in some of the things that you have. And do you like tortilla chips, young lady? You do? Oh, good. Okay. So we put tortilla chips in our tortilla soup. All right. Another notable thing the Vitamix will do is go very, very, very slow, too. So you can use it to make salsa. You can use it as a fine food processor. I mean, is it the best food processor in the world? Probably not, but it's the reason I'm not buying a food processor. I mean, it works great. All right, here we go. So here it is. Homemade soup in just a couple minutes. And what I made, well, I think it's really good. And I think you'll like it too. But just know that you can make it 10 times better than I, because you're going to do it the way that you want. So, I mean, do you like cilantro or green onion or jalapeno? You're making something different all the time. And I think that's really important, because variety and variation.
I've made the soup before, but it takes too long.
No. Well, how are you making homemade soup before this?
Well, I'll make it.